What's up? What's up? We're here with another episode of BoomBox Weekly.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.
Hey, what's up? We are back with another episode of BoomBox Weekly. I'm Gentel, Sharrie.
I'm Omar Cook, back with another episode of BoomBox. You already know what time it is. We got a dope guest in the building.
Yes, the lovely Iyesha Damali, actress, model. She does it all. I'm
Yes.
telling y'all, podcast.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Multi-talented.
Thank
you know? Hey, black excellence.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so, actress, model, and podcast host. I mean,
Yes.
that's just to name a few, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say is your favorite?
Definitely acting.
Okay.
Been acting since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I went to college a couple years for professional acting. Just between like school and
Yep.
church. Like I've always been in the field of entertaining and doing so live or in a play or what have you. So
Yeah.
And what's been your favorite role out of all the roles you played? Because you are also in LA Undercover.
Let's
yes,
go.
I am. Yeah, I have a supporting character in LA Undercover too.
Yeah.
My favorite so far has been the independent feature film that I did with a friend of mine, Tori Tillman. He wrote it, produced it, everything.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job. He's also the lead actor. Did an amazing job. It's a boxing movie. I played the love interest, the lead love interest. And that's been my favorite because I had the most lines, the most work, the most time on camera. That's where I got, honestly, most of my acting reel has come
go.
from that film. And I love that film. Hopefully it'll be on Amazon this coming year.
Oh, that'd be good.
I can actually
Turn
tell
up.
people where to go. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
It's always a good feeling as an actor when you be like, yeah, let's go to Amazon.
When it's
Oh, yeah.
finally
Right,
somewhere
right.
that
Yes.
it's like attainable, because so much of your work is like you do it and then you don't see it for a year, for 2 years, for 3
Right.
years, and it's
Right.
going through film festivals and
It's hard
being
to get it for
shopped
your
around.
reel.
And yeah, you're like, can I get scenes for my reel, please?
Yeah.
Like you're just like begging, like, can I please have some scenes
I
so
know.
people will believe me that I work for real.
Right.
My
Million
grandparents,
actress.
I'm still trying to
Yeah.
convince them that I do stuff for a living. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully those are places that can be accessed because right now I still just have the private YouTube link that can't nobody have. So
It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
yeah, I'm excited.
So where would you see yourself in like your most favorite role? Like what role is like your dream role to play?
Dream role would be like I would like to be in a horror movie, even though I'm really scared. I probably wouldn't. I would go to the premiere to like take pictures on the carpet and then
Yeah.
leave. Like there's no way I would watch it.
But even after like you know how it was created and stuff, you still feel like you would be scared to watch it.
You know what? It's the music. It's like the jump scares. I can't
Yeah.
take it. I'm
Okay.
like, ooh, child. Like that's a
feel
little
you.
too much. But I would like to do that. I would also like to evolve and grow as a person to be a future Annalise Keating and Olivia Pope, Rue. Can't forget about Rue.
Yes.
Zendaya kills that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've studied a few of those scenes like just for monologues and stuff. And whoo, child, she
Great.
goes there. She's super talented,
Yeah.
talented lady. So I would like
Great.
to have my name mentioned in those.
Oh,
those
they will.
rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Aisha Damali, y'all.
Aisha Damali.
It sound famous.
Right. It really
You know what I'm
does.
saying?
It really
Yeah.
does.
Hey, well, shout out to my parents. They knew what was up. When they named me.
Absolutely.
Gave me a famous name.
A star. You know what I'm saying?
They saw the vision.
They did. Because, sometimes people can see way before, what we can see.
Yeah,
Right, right.
for sure.
Right. Gotta reaffirm that self-image of yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We are back from commercial break, and we have the lovely Iyesha Damali with us in the building.
Let's go.
So what has kept you motivated out here in Los Angeles, California? You know, we deal with so much rejection, but rejection can be redirection.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with that?
I'm constantly rereading this book called The Four Agreements. It's my favorite book. I reread it every year, at least once, if not twice a year. And one of the things is just like talking about not taking things personally. That's one of the agreements is don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
If you audition for something and if they don't choose you,
Yeah.
it may have nothing to do with your talent. I'm 5'9", which is not ideal as a woman in acting because most of male co-stars are gonna be like 5'8", so it doesn't look good on camera for me to be so tall. So if I go and kill an audition and then I don't get it, it's like, well, I can't help that I'm not 5'6". Like I can't change that, but I'm gonna just keep going for it and know that I did a good job. They probably would have given it to me under any shorter circumstance, you know, like just try not to take it personally. Just say, okay, that's fine. Like.
Right.
Just redirecting to something else, you know?
Yeah, this game, this industry comes with a lot of rejection, but it also comes with a lot of highs. And I feel like, you know, from an athletic standpoint, you know, you learn to persevere, take the L's, and keep pushing through. Especially when you're dealing with, you know, auditioning every week, you know, for multiple roles, whatnot. You got to have a certain mental that allows you to keep positive and keep going and staying inspired.
Yeah.
You know, and The Four Agreements is a dope book.
Yeah, it's the best.
You know what I'm saying? What are some practices that you do, like, for yourself, other than, like, books that keep you, you know, that keep you inspired, that keep you fit, that keep you just mentally at peace?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I think that helps me, too, is that when I graduated with a Bachelor in Science of Kinesiology. So I was like, I was like personal training and stuff whenever I first graduated from school. And one of the things they would teach us, like, to go out and, you know, fish the floor and like try to get clients was collect no's. Don't worry about getting anybody to sign up for you today or like get personal training. Just go out and collect some no's, which means that you're putting yourself in front of people, you're presenting who you are, what you do, and your goal is to get a no out of them. Like, no, thank you, ma'am, I don't want to sign up. Right. And so at the end of like each week, one of my managers would be like, hey, Iyesha, like, how'd it go? I'm like, oh my God, I got 5 no's. I got 10 no's. Or like, my goal for the day is to get 10 no's before I clock out, you know? And it became like an exciting thing because that means that you're trying. Yeah. And I just got this book not too long ago, Jenna Fisher's The Actor's Life, a Survival Guide. And I just got to a chapter where she said that, like, your goal as an actor is, like, you know, to go on auditions. That's you working. You are working when you go audition. You're working when you're making a self-tape and when you're studying lines. It's getting a role is like, that's great, but that's not what you're doing. Right. Collect as many no's as you can, like, because that means you're auditioning. That means that you're working and you're putting yourself out there. And it just like made me think about, like, wow, that's what that was for. Like, there's for so long while I was not doing what I love for a living, I was like, what is this teaching me? What's the point of doing this? Like, personal training is so ass. Like, I gotta beg people to like go walk for 30 minutes. This is trash. But like now it's like, oh, it makes sense. Like, it had to like give me tougher skin to go get no's from people and not take it personally. Like, it just is what it is. Like, I don't know their finances. Maybe they can't afford to sign up, or maybe they're just embarrassed, or maybe they used to be a personal trainer themselves and they're like, I'm just going to try to remember how to do it or how to work out. I used to, I don't know, play football in high school. I don't need a personal trainer, you know? Like, not to take those kinds of things personally. So I think that's what keeps me going, is saying, well, how many no's can I get? Which means that I've been auditioning. So if I don't audition at all this week, that means I did not stick to my goal of getting at least 1 no, 2 no's. So.
Yeah, because the audition is definitely a win.
Yeah.
Because you can book the room too. Even if you get the no, like, you can still book the room. They'll be like, I remember she auditioned for that. Let's bring her in for this.
Yeah, that's important too. Like, just developing relationships, which is another thing that I love about where I'm from and who I am and how I was raised, is I'm really good at speaking to anybody and, you know, feeling comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel so forced, and I genuinely want to have relationships with people and to be remembered. And I'm a really big believer that when it comes to my friends, like, making sure that their names are in rooms. Like, if I have a friend that does nails, you're never gonna like see an opportunity where I don't mention Shop 444 Nails. A friend of mine that makes like press-on nails, you know, like, there's not a chance that my friends' names are not in rooms that they're not in when there's an opportunity they could have. And I want that vice versa. Like, I want to put out energy out that people want to get back to me, like, oh, Iyesha, I remember seeing her and she was like really talented and a nice person and good energy and blah blah. Like, who doesn't want to work with that.
Right,
Right, no,
right,
facts. That's big facts.
You
Yeah.
gotta put out the love that you want to receive. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it
The
can be
vibes.
hard because you really don't get what you put out
Right.
like back to you in that like how you want it, I should
Yeah.
say. Like you just maybe not get it in real time. Maybe it'll come later down the road or something. But I believe that people have good things to say about me, and I just like will be like, well, I just believe it. Like it may
Yeah.
not be true, but that's what I believe.
I mean, as
like
long
I
as you
believe people
believe
have
it.
good things to say about me, and I believe that they'll put my name in rooms that it should be in. So.
Yeah, facts. And they will. I will say when you said work hard and you get, something back, in one Nicki song, she says, work hard just to get half back. Like, we do be working hard just to get, like,
Right,
only
right.
half.
Yeah, and half is good.
Half is
50%
good, yeah.
is not bad.
Yeah.
That's
No
a good
fact.
return on your investment.
So you also, aside from the acting and podcasting, you're a model too. Mm-hmm. So how did you get into the modeling? What's the game plan for that? What's the goal?
Well, I don't know how I'll look forever, so I'm just
Right.
gonna ride this wave. No, I like modeling because it gives me like a chance to not. Funny enough, I don't feel as judged like modeling because it's just like it's objective. But either you think that I have the look to sell whatever you want me to sell, or take pictures or what have you, or you don't. Like, and chances are, if people are reaching out to me, it's because they like my look or I have something that they want. So I enjoy modeling. I think that my favorite is like e-commerce, even though that's like a really long, draining day to like you like walk in a room and see like a rack that has like 50 different outfits, and with those 50 different outfits you got different earrings, different bracelets, different high heels, and it's at the end of a shoot like my ears are raw and I'm like, wait, why do I sign up for this? Because it's fun, but it is fun. It's like I get a whole bunch of looks.
That's
and
what I was going to say. It's like you're playing
like a
like
rush.
a big dress up.
Yeah, it's like a
Right.
big dress up day, and it's just like a rush because it's like, okay, you put this on and then you go take a picture and you're like, okay, pose, okay, do this. All right, now go change immediately. Like that can be really stressful. But I
Yeah.
like e-commerce. I like doing music videos. I think those are fun, depending on who
Right,
it is.
right.
But I think those are fun. Yeah.
Who's been your my bad?
No, you go ahead.
Who's been your favorite artist to work with?
My most exciting day was doing a video with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the
Yeah.
coolest thing ever to me because I was just,
We grew up
Weezy.
on Lil Wayne.
okay,
Shout out to
okay.
the GOAT, man.
The real hot boy. Yeah, I was very, very excited to be working with him. One of my most fun days was probably I did a Lucky Day shoot. Before I even lived out here, I came and visited, and it was with Child, who's like a really cool director. Like she has like a dope vision. And that was like my first time meeting Lucky Day. I don't think I had heard any of his music or anything, and I just thought it was so cool because I actually had. Like the vision for the video wasn't just stand around and be pretty. It was like, no, like you're acting. Of course, you don't have lines, but you need to act. You need to do this in this scene. Like you're playing his love interest bestie, and you're looking out for your homegirl.
I'm about to tap into this video.
Yeah, it's cute. It was I think it was Karma.
Okay,
off
okay.
of the Painted album. I think it was some years ago, but that was really fun because I think that was like one of my first experiences doing a music video, and I just was like, oh, this is cool. Like, so some of them you get to see the personality of people and what they like to create, and some of them are just a party scene, and you're just whatever. I like the ones that have like a little bit more excitement to them.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
a story, a real storyboard or something.
You mentioned, trying to prove to your grandparents that this is real and that you're still trying to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy too, because as a creative, we're doing things, but it's still trying to prove to the parentals and that this is a real way of life.
Yeah, if you're not like in a movie theater or on a red carpet, or they can't just pull you up and watch you on TV, they think you're not working. But it's like if you meet a painter, somebody tells you they paint, and you be like, oh, well, have you painted anything I would know? Like like a Picasso or something. Like just because you don't know or you're not familiar with my name or you're not familiar with titles of things I've done doesn't mean I'm not working. Like I paint every single day. Like you just don't know my work yet, and that's the same thing. Like, you're always working, you're always creating on something. Like I said, I've had projects that have been done for years and still have not, gone where people can easily access them because they're still going through film festivals and, trying to either get reshot or get money and get grants, whatever. So until I can tell my grandparents to go to the movie theater, they're probably going to think I'm just dilly-dallying over here in LA.
But you're not. That's going to be dope. That's going to be a dope experience.
Yeah.
So you've never seen yourself on the big screen yet?
For my independent feature, we like rented out
Gotcha.
a movie theater and did a whole red carpet,
Yeah.
step and repeat,
Yeah.
all the good
Yeah.
stuff for Caged. That might, and then the other ones like I've gone to like the film festival showings
Yeah.
of them, but yeah, no, I guess technically not on
It's
the.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming
Yeah,
soon.
it's
time.
coming.
Yeah, I know LA Undercover too. We gonna see that on the big
Oh
screen
yeah,
for
come
sure.
on now. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the cast that's right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to play a little small role in there. You feel me?
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the cover on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? You can catch these two doing their thing.
Okay,
you know
there
what
we
I'm saying?
go.
Let's
We'll be on the
go.
big
Yes.
screen soon enough.
Yeah, major.
Yeah.
What's next coming for you? What's coming? You know,
Um,
besides LA Undercover 2, of course. You know?
yeah, I'm just kind of like shopping around like agents and getting
Yeah.
like that kind of representation, which I have some wonderful managers, 2 Black women, so I love and appreciate that
Yes.
so much.
You know?
PBR Group LA.
Yeah.
They really like show a lot of love to me and support me. Like we just signed together in December.
Okay.
Nice,
And
congratulations.
Yeah.
thank you. And we've been like working and like keeping our head down and being like, okay, what do we need to do this month? What are our goals? What are some big major moves we need to make? What are some smaller everyday
That's
things we
good
need
that
to
they do that.
Yeah, and we do
Yeah.
check-ins, it was every week, now it's every other week, but we do check-ins and we just make sure like, hey, like we've been submitting you for these things, like what kinds of things do you want to do and blah blah. And it just feels like really helpful to have people with the same goals and
Yeah.
people who want to help support me and help me get in the rooms I'm supposed to be in, because it's really hard to do it all by yourself. I think
Yeah.
people really underestimate how hard it is
Yeah.
to do it all by yourself. We did like a really big power shoot day where we shot like maybe 7 different looks, including some monologues, including digitals, including headshot, like just a lot in one day.
Yeah.
And when I showed up, they were like, Aisha, don't do anything. Like I was like trying to find a studio and do you guys have a photographer? I can reach out to some people and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
Aisha, literally just come.
Yeah.
Bring your talent, that's it. Like just bring your physical self
Yeah.
and we got it. And I'm like, well, okay, well, do you guys want me to do a Starbucks run on the way in? And they're like, seriously, like chill,
Yo.
girl. Like you don't
Yeah,
have to do any
right.
of this. And when I got there, they had like flowers in my dressing room. They had my name on my dressing room and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm not used to being like taken care of in that way because I'm so used to doing everything
Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah.
Like finding the photographer, finding the looks, finding the
Yeah.
backdrops, and does this pier space have this kind of look that I want, and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Like it's really cool to work with, Black women who breathe life into me,
Like you said, you put the energy out and it returns to you in different ways.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the ways that it returns to you.
Yeah,
It's
and
giving
I
you your
appreciate
flowers.
it. I'm
Yeah.
very grateful.
More to come.
Thank you.
More to come.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, that was amazing. We learned so much about you, Iyesha. And make
Absolutely.
sure you guys tap in with her if you want to tell everybody your Instagram.
Yeah, they just try to get me down.
Come
They
on
try to
now.
hack my Instagram.
No.
They hacked it for like 2
No.
weeks, but I randomly got it
How?
back. So
Okay.
my Instagram is at Iyesha Damali. And in the meantime, when I panicked, I made a backup page. So at
Yeah.
Iyesha Damali or at Miss Iyesha Damali, just MS Iyesha Damali. And that's my social media. I have my link tree on there so you can find my acting reel, some different brand partnerships I have, and discount codes and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah.
Hey, shout out to the haters that's trying to hack into
Yeah,
the
like did they
accounts.
try to get your phone number and then
saying?
would like
No,
they
I
just tried to just hack.
No, I just like opened the Instagram app and it was like, oh, your account suspended. And I was like, it was like for going against guidelines. I'm like, well, sometimes, you
Right,
post
right.
the wrong
Yeah.
rap lyrics, you get in trouble. So I'm like, I didn't even post anything yesterday. That's so weird. And then next thing I know, it said disabled. And then Facebook sent me an email saying like, it's been disabled and it cannot be restored. And I was like,
Oh, you was sick.
Oh
I know you
my
was sick.
yeah. So then I got an
God.
email from like a hacker
That's my
person.
worst fear is
Right.
like getting
Yo,
freaking
not getting
hacked.
into your gram, bro.
And
Oh
then
my
like I
God.
got an email from Facebook from like a hacker person like, hey, we can get it back for a reasonable price. And I hit up one of my like my model friends. I was like, hey girl, like I just got these messages. Like, what does that mean? She's like, I just got the same ones. They hacked my account too, and I've been working with somebody. I gotta pay $1,000 to get my account back. And we just got like 20,000 followers. Like we don't got 100,000,
right,
500,000. So I'm like, the
Right.
people who have that many followers, they probably whacking for their Instagrams like
Yeah.
20
So did
bands
you-
or something
Today.
crazy.
How, yeah,
So
like how did you
crazy.
get your Instagram back? Like
I just that day I was like, well, I'm not paying $1,000, girl.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh, my work is just
Yeah.
gonna be in the trash. I'm gonna have to start over. Like, I don't know. So I just made a new Instagram and was like just pouting every day, but like posting content. Like,
Yeah.
okay, here's some acting, here's some modeling, here's
Yeah.
some branding stuff. Like, just trying to post content every day to try to like,
Build it back
build whatever I
Yeah.
could with authentic followers and
Yeah.
whatever. And then after 2 weeks, I just like got another email that was like, "Oh, our bad girl." Like it literally was like, "Oopsies." Like here's your account.
Now, stop playing with her.
I honestly think it's people that work at Instagram that are like, "Oh, I'm bored. It's a Wednesday. Let me make $1,000 really quick." Like I honestly think that's because you
At least
know.
you got it back though, but that's crazy. That's traumatizing.
That is
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, so
is-
now I'm like, I'm just gonna keep the other one as like a backup in case this
Yeah.
happens again. Because it's like all your contacts, you know, social media is
Yeah.
like, it's not just
like a
the
phone
vanity
book.
of, oh my God, like I can't post cute pictures. It's like, that's
It
like losing
is.
your phone book. It's
Yeah.
like losing your brick and mortar business. It's
Facts.
like losing all your paperwork, like all my
Facts.
messages, DMs
Yeah.
of people I've worked with, people that I want to work with, people that
Right.
reach, like everything was like gone. I was devastated.
Right.
I'm glad you got it back.
Thank you, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Well, shoot.
Knock
Yeah.
on wood.
Thank you for sharing your light on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank you.
shining. We look forward to seeing your projects that's coming out.
Thank you.
This has been another dope episode of BoomBox Weekly. I'm Omar Cook.
I'm Gentel Sharrie.
I'm Iyesha Damali.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.